ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in again for another episode of Dock Hook Flying. We are in for an interesting one today, so make sure you stick around. This is going to be landing in Edinburgh, Scotland. We are in for a stormy approach and landing from the way the radar looks currently. So we will see what kind of shenanigans we get into. If you enjoy this kind of thing, MSFS flying, or Microsoft Flight Simulator, for those who want to be proper, we hand fly everything down from 10,000 feet and then do a manual visual landing. I don't think I've ever hit a situation where we didn't do, where something was just too bad to do a visual landing. Now granted, we're not textbook here, right? So I think any of the people you ask that watch this channel, I am far from traditional and far from traditional. I've had some textbook things just occur, but when it comes to like weather and when I should or should not be doing a visual landing, I don't really pay no mind to that. Alright, there are our landing lights are on. We basically just conducted our approach brief as I warned you guys that I go after it. We are going to be heading for flaps 30 at 150. Honestly, we might. This is a change for me, guys, but it is a short runway in Edinburgh. As you can see, it is stormy, or there will be storms kind of off the runway. I'm gonna actually do flaps 40 and go 148 at flaps 40 for my VREF speed. I'm doing that to provide greater control at slower speeds, which I feel we probably will end up needing when we get down there. Like I said, guys, this is landing number 4 or leg 4 of our world tour, where we are flying a 737-900 completely around the world. Today we are in the Iceland Air, and we're hitting it from Keflavik down to Edinburgh, and this is actually a real life route that is flown by a 737 for Iceland Air. So good times. Let's see what Edinburgh deals for us. And as you can see, we are at 10,000 feet, and what that means now is we tell the Boeing that this is our airplane. We're going to adjust our trim. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, what is happening up there? There's a good PSA. Don't take your eyes off the bubble, guys. But you can't, unfortunately, you can't adjust this while the autopilot is engaged, so it is kind of quite the shuffle to do there real quick. And admittedly, I did not do that one well. So let's hit the brakes a little bit, burn off some steam. We need to be at 7,000 feet by the time we start making this left turn. So there we go. Now we're burning speed, and we can drop our bubble depth back down, and we'll be good to go ahead and arm our ground spoilers. And since we're going to be at 7,000 feet, once we either get through, probably as soon as we get through this turn coming up. Ooh, big turbulence there, guys. I don't know if you saw that, but that was intense. Like I said, it's a stormy approach in today, so it's gonna be interesting. See what we end up with. All right, there we go. We're hitting our decel speed. That's gonna send us down to our VREF, but I don't want to do that until, Jesus Christ, another big turbulence. Whew. Yeah, this one's going to be fun, guys. We are going to be doing this by hand the whole way in. It is going to be lots of fun. If you haven't joined us already, please subscribe. Join the .coke flying community. We are a fun bunch. I think anybody might agree. We bring positive energy and ignores what the plane's doing. So, shenanigans nonetheless. We are at flaps 1, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get through this turn. Clouds are clearing up. Let's see if the air gets a little less choppy for us. We have hit 2 pretty sizable turbulence that shook us pretty intensely. Here we go, back in the clouds again, guys. We got 35 knot crosswind, losing altitude fast, Jesus. 37 knot crosswind. We are, yeah, this is a fun one, guys. Flaps 2. It's going to tell Boeing we are approaching, so it'll chill on the amount of speed it's trying to go. Drop a comment down below. Let us know how you feel about this approach. This is as advertised. It was not great. Well, sure the passengers are feeling some kind of way about it right now. We're not going to go to flaps 3 yet. I want the VNAV to kick back on. Oh, why are we VNAV? Thank you. I want that auto throttle. I really want the auto throttle to do well this time, because if you guys haven't seen or just now tuning in, this is not a great situation that we got going on here in Edinburgh, Scotland. We've got choppy winds, crosswinds when flying in. We had upper level winds of 105 knots, coming right at our face. So that was not fun, but it might set up for some pretty. Let's see that we're slightly descending. Let's try to keep the yoke pretty set there, so we can do a highly irresponsible look around and just kind of see Edinburgh below there. Hi, Edinburgh. Now we will get back in the cockpit like we should be. Especially at 4,000 feet, right, folks? Our minimums in Edinburgh are set for 550 feet. You see there. Barometric pressure set 101. 1,001. Alright, we are going to be coming in for our final here soon, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, smash that like button on this video. If you enjoy what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and just take over this, because it looks like we've got a pretty... I'll be able to handle throttles. It seems the weather might be clearing up here, so I'll take over there. Because I do not fly like the Boeing likes me to fly, so it constantly wants me to do a go-around. because it thinks I'm being unsafe, which, admittedly, probably true. But we blow right past that warning. Take over the sticks. Take over everything. We go in. But this crosswind, you see it shaking. I'm not touching anything right now. You see it shaking the airplane. As tropical storm force winds coming in, completely opposite of the directions that we want. The direction that we want them to come in at for the landing that we're setting up for. So this should be fun. You can't tell my voice is carrying a whole lot of sarcasm in it, for the reason that this is not going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. Still a cool shot. I will forever say that. See right there, there's the airport we're hitting. The hills of Scotland. It's gorgeous. The Highlands of Scotland, as it were. If you're tuned in from Scotland, drop a comment down below. Let us know you're here, because that's awesome. And who knows, this YouTube, it could be anywhere around the world. That's so cool. That's the cool thing about it, is it could be anywhere around the world, people tuned in. So, wherever you're tuned in from, drop it down below, let us know. As always, guys, if there's anything we can put thoughts on or pray over, just drop your username as a comment down below, and we'll put your username in our thoughts and prayers. That way you don't have to get too personal, and we don't have to know too much, but we get to still have positive energy for you, even if it's just your username. Bum bum bum. So that should be fun, right? If you remember, guys, we are actually doing flaps 40 this time. So there we go. We are full flaps. Gears down. And a 23 knot crosswind currently, so let's adjust accordingly. Guys, if you can see that right there, you see the little circle that's way off to the right there. That's, as I've mentioned in previous videos, that's our actual attitude of the aircraft, right? So that's telling you if you're gaining altitude, if you're, we need to gain some altitude. Yeah. You're fine. There we go. Got that back under control. But as I was saying, that little circle down there, little airplane looking thing, if it's way off to the side, that means that your crosswinds are pushing your airplane way off to that side. The idea, if there's strong crosswinds, is that your localizer indicator right there, the pink diamond below.
Approaching minimums.
Oh, jeez, man, this.
Airspeed
It's
low.
not.
Airspeed low.
We're still gonna post this, but this is not
500.
this is not a good look on my part. Actually, this is a terrible look on my part.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low. 400.
Adjusted. I think they screwed up the pitch wheel. VNAV got re-engaged. I think we'll still we'll survive. Peter's not gonna survive.
300.
God, this was ugly. Comment down below how ugly this landing was. I am
200.
not proud of it. Ooh, power lines. See right there?
100.
High tension power lines. But also, guys, I need to be slow on this runway. It's
50.
8,000 feet.
Airspeed low.
Ooh.
Airspeed low. 20.
Oof. Probably took out some of those lights on accident. Sorry, Edinburgh. Oh, that was not pretty. Never, ever, 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 ever do a landing like that. Ladies and gentlemen, that might have been the worst landing on record. And it's brought to you by Taco Flying. Terrible pilot today, apparently. However, we are safe. Any landing you walk away from is traditionally a good landing. Here we are in Edinburgh, Scotland. It is gorgeous weather. However, your approach altitude and the star was very, very choppy, rough air. But it's a terrible pilot who blames the weather, so here we are. We're gonna taxi on in here. If you guys enjoy at least the discussion of my crappy landing, please feel free to like and subscribe to what we're doing here for the rest of this world tour. Should be a good one. I promise better landings are in